Hi everyone, this is Sagar Shah and welcome to the recap of round 3, second game of the Women's World Championship 2025. Now, this has been a tremendous round, very fighting games, and I'm recording this in Las Vegas from Freestyle Chess where I am. Beautiful venue. Let's start off with two amazing news that have come in. First one, Koneru Humpy, who had actually drawn her first game against Klaudia Kulon, managed to beat her opponent with the black pieces. Never an easy task in FIDE World Cup, but she managed to do it and she played this beautifully, this game. Humpy managed to have this light square bishop. She brought it to f5. Then later on, she kind of took on e5, put the bishop on a3, got the queen to g6, put bishop h4 later, provoking g3 so that all the light squares become weak. And then she got her pieces beautifully positioned. And just to show you how tactically aware she is, this move h5. Because then when g5 was played, she took bishop into h3, bishop takes h3, and here she had won a pawn. Because if queen h3, then there is rook f4, queen g5, and black is winning. So Humpy seems to be in this very good form in this tournament. She has managed to win her game, win her match, move on to the fourth round, which means she's one of the 16 players. And she will face the winner of Mary Arabidze and Alexandra Koschenyuk. So the favorite is, let's say the rating favorite is Koschenyuk. Humpy versus Koschenyuk would be a very exciting round 4 battle. Then we come to Divya Deshmukh. Divya had done the heavy lifting already by winning her first game against Theodora in Jack. But Theodora is not someone you can take lightly. She is the current Serbia #1. She's the current European champion, women's champion. And she played the Sicilian. She wanted to fight, but Divya's opening choice was so smart. She played the c3 Sicilian, the Alpin. And at one point when Theodora offered the queen trade with queen c6, I think in any other game, Divya would have just played queen g3. She has a huge advantage here. The black pieces are tied up, king is in the center. But here, considering that she just needed a draw to make it through to the next round, she took on c6 and comfortably drew her game, reaching also the fourth round. Divya now faces a huge challenge in the form of Zhu Jinner. And I think this will be a very exciting clash between one of the biggest young talents of India and one of the biggest young talents of China in the fourth round. This will be a brilliant clash. We then move on to the remaining 3 Indian players. Good news is none of them are out of the tournament. All of them are still fighting. Firstly, with Harika, she had a tough first round where she was winning, but she drew her game. And in the second one, she was absolutely clinical with the black pieces, giving her opponent no chances to win and a very straightforward draw by her. So she enforces the tiebreaks against Stavroula, Solakidu. Wantika, on the other hand, had a great win against Kateryna Lagno with the white pieces. But in today's game, with the black pieces, she did not play it so well. I think the key moment came when Kateryna played her bishop to f4. And here, Vantika played queen c7. And I think this move just didn't fit in because once this happened, White's advantage had solidified. The pawn in the center is pretty strong. Like she went knight h3 here. Instead, she could have played instead of queen c7, f5 move. And I think this move equalizes, at least gives black great chances. And Wantika got outplayed by Kateryna Lagno in the middle game. And now the score is tied 1-1. So this will be a very interesting tiebreak. Wantika has been playing tiebreaks against Ushanina. It was a crazy tiebreak. So let's see how she manages to fare here. If Wantika wins, if Harika wins, then they both face each other in round 4, which will be an interesting battle, which would ensure one Indian definitely goes into round 5. So hopefully both of them manage to triumph. And finally, we had Vaishali, who was facing Carissa Yip. And Vaishali played a fantastic game. She got close to a winning advantage. At some point, I absolutely loved Vaishali's maneuver rook a3 to e3. And she had her knights beautifully positioned. And I felt like she would be able to simply outwit her opponent. As it turned out, not only did Vaishali lose all her advantage, but at some point was almost clearly lost in the game. Somehow she managed to save it, and the game ended in a draw, which is why now Vaishali and Carissa will go into tiebreaks and will be very, very interesting battle to follow. If Vaishali does manage to beat Carissa, waiting for her is Kamalidinova, who has had a great event. She beat Alexandra Goryachkina already, and then she also beat Shukman. So she is in great form, and I think Vaishali will have definitely a tough round, but first she also has a very tough task with Carissa Yip. So as things stand, 2 Indians have qualified into round 4. 3 more will play the tie breaks, and I will be hoping that all 5 of them make it to round 4, because then they would really have a chance to reach the top, the 3 spots for the candidates which are there to be taken. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this recap and that you're following this tournament. We will bring you games, we will bring you recaps, and we'll bring you everything from this event. For now, this is Sagar Shah signing off. Bye-bye.